All right, another intro here for the underwater camera. Same thing as I did the last one. I'll just do a quick intro and then talk through some stuff and let the music play. But this was actually at Huntington Beach Pier this morning. A lot of fish, a lot of different species. So we're gonna have some, what I believe everyone on YouTube called the queenfish. We're gonna have some spotfin croaker, yellowfin croaker. We're gonna have some smelt, I believe Corbina, some other fish that I'm not familiar with, but I also caught a couple. So that was awesome. And those were on the Online Bait Express dried lugworm. So these guys right here, if you haven't used them at a pier or in the surf, I highly recommend them. I was using the combination of these and the camo Berkeley Gulp sandworm, and without a question, 100% of the time this got bit, whereas the sandworm wasn't. So again, Online Bait Express, I'll leave the links below in the description, but Online Bait Express dried lugworm. These things are epic to use in the surf and the pier. Like I said, nothing else was getting bit, those were. But hope you enjoy this. If you have any questions, let me know. Enjoy. All right, so just like the last video, I'm gonna do some voiceover in sections and you'll hear the music in sections, but got some, I'm using dried lugworms, those Online Bait Express dried lugworms, as well as some gulp sandworms from Berkeley. And, well, let's just take a look at what happens. I put the lugworm down and like instantly we had all kinds of fish. I think these are the same thing as the last one, the queenfish. Again, about 4 to 6 inches long. So many of them. I didn't even have to slow it down to quarter speed this time like I have in previous videos. This is at half speed, just so you can understand and get an idea of just how many are out down there, what their actions are like, and whatnot. Again, like I said in the intro, this is in Huntington Beach Pier this time. Still pretty good swell, so the water's moving all around, but you could see how close these fish. That one in the middle, I'm not sure. Actually, that's still the same thing, but there were a couple fish that I still, new species that I wasn't familiar with. But you could just see how these guys are just swaying along in the current, not much interest in it. They'd come and sniff it a little bit, but that was it. Later on in the video, we get into some good action with these dried lugworms. But again, as you see here, this is sped up a little bit more, and they're just having a good time. Just staying with the current. Ooh, nice little school 3 spotfin croaker right there. Let's take a look at slow motion. Just come look at it. That was it. Touch the line, swim away. But 3 really nice spotfin croaker in here. Now we're into a different area. A bunch of those queenfish down below again. Just on, this is the Berkeley Gulp sandworm. Again, no interest whatsoever. They're not liking the artificial, but there's just such a volume of this bait fish down there that I had no idea was even here. I'm most familiar with smelt, the top smelt used for bait like we do for halibut or bass, whatever. But this was crazy. Actually there were a couple yellowfin croaker in the bottom right there that were swimming by. But so much marine life down here by the pier. There's a bigger one. Those are the yellowfin croaker, I believe. That one's just hanging there. Just kind of, I don't know why, it was just kind of chomping on the line. Like some flavoring or some leftover lugworm on there. I'm not sure. Okay, and again, these fish again, I don't know what it was. What is that? Let me know in the comments below. That it's striped with a spot, almost a spot fin, but not a spot fin. So let me know what that was. There's a nice spot fin croaker down there. Again, not one bit interested in this. They're sticking to the bottom. All right, what do we got here? From what I can tell, these are sticking to the bottom too, no spot, but I believe these ones were some Corbina. This was a small school of Corbina sticking to the bottom here. Again, absolutely zero interest in this this dried lugworm. Again, current's kind of holding it down a little bit. Here it comes again. 2 of them. I'm 99% certain those were a few Corbina down there. Oh, there we go. We had one of those. That's a smelt. That is a top smelt going after that lugworm. I could feel those. They're just like quick little bumps, like shaking it. They'd get on it, but they're such small mouths. Nothing was happening. But you can definitely tell when the queenfish go through. See, that was there, didn't even care about it. Top smelt, go right after it and nibble on it. Here comes the yellowfin croaker. Boom! That was the first fish on the pier, fishing from the pier, that I actually got on camera of taking the bait and hooking it and landing it. Get it up. It was really low tide, so the bottom or the surface of the water all the way up to the railing was probably a good 25 feet. So I'll reel that all the way up, and then as soon as I get it in hand, you'll have a close-up picture of it for a few seconds. There it is, nothing big, probably about 8 inches or so. And back down I go. Let's see what happens. Literally, these were touching. And once I got in the right spot, the weight was touching the bottom. Lugworm down there, boom, starting to get bit all over again by the smelt and yellowfin croaker. Quite a few small fish. Didn't hook up on any large croaker or nothing, but you could see this guy come in there, take a bite, and that's enough. Nope, don't want it. It's crazy how there are different personalities with the same species of fish. Some like it, some don't. And then you have yellowfin croaker, some that come in and just down it. Not even a thought. Current's kind of pulling a bit. Oh, there's a second one, hooked one. It was like, that's mine. And up it goes. I think this is at half speed, so I know you're probably getting dizzy right now. I'm getting dizzy watching it, but just wanted to show you how far the retrieve is up the pier. For no other reason besides I can. How's that? All right, now I didn't want to waste or use all of my Online Bait Express lugworms. I only have so many, so I added a Berkeley gulp sandworm to this just to see what would happen. And look at that! Right after the lugworm, and practically left the gulp sandworm alone. There's a little bit of that lugworm still left, so they can smell it. They're scenting it, and then just keep biting it and biting the tail of the sandworm, and until they bite the tail off. And then they don't even touch the rest of it, and that was that. See, I bit it off. All right, and instantly bit with the lugworm again. This stuff is like fire for these pier fish. These are, again, these top smelt going after it. Not to be confused with their larger jack smelt cousins or brothers, whatever, but these are the top smelt for bait. Usually between 4 to 6 inches long. They're loving that stuff. But yeah, again, ultimately, what an awesome footage came out of this session. Quite a few different species of fish, as well as a bike, which was nuts. But again, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Any questions, let me know down below. But,